Oh my God. At the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Virgo, you are going to have such an important message. I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad for you because I know how much this message is actually going to mean to you. What you're going to hear, I know how much this is actually going to mean to you because this message and information that you are going to have, and I'm talking about the week in between the 24th and the 30th of October 2022. This information and message that you're going to have, it's going to make you so excited and so happy because it's to do with your achievement. This message and information, it's going to surprise you, but then at the same time, it's going to make you feel super excited about yourself, and most importantly, super excited about how your life is going to change, and even more super excited about what is to come. The next 7 months are going to be absolutely mind-blowing after this moment in time. You have been working so hard when it comes to this aspect of your life. I know how much this means to you. It doesn't matter whether you're working, whether you're not working, whether you're retired. This is to do with the part of your life that means to you so much, and you are indeed going to be extremely victorious, extremely happy, extremely elevated in so many different ways because it's to do with your own achievement, one of the biggest achievements of your life. And let me tell you also something. It's to do with the process that you've been working on, with the progress process, but it's also to do with something being slowed down, but you carried on and you carried on and you carried on. And my gorgeous Virgolini, this is your absolutely mind-blowing sign that so many aspects of your lives are about to change indeed. You're gonna feel excited, victorious, you're gonna feel happy, you're gonna feel extremely proud of yourself. People who know you are gonna be like, oh my God, he's amazing, she's amazing. People who know you are gonna feel as excited, as proud as yourself, about yourself, as you are actually going to feel. So this is gonna mean to you so much. And you know what? It's really going to reflect on so many things that you've been worried about yourself, about your finances, about your future, but it's really going to directly reflect on your financial situation in a very positive and very optimistic and in a really brilliant way. And it's really going to show you exactly which steps do you need to make, what do you need to do, because after that moment in time, couple of days later, you are going to be able to make a really wise choice. And I say you are going to be able to make a really wise choice because now you will know which part of your life it's actually going to be really, shall I say, extremely successful indeed. You're about to have all the courage returned. You're about to have a confidence. Your self-esteem, it's going to be like a big mama, like, oh my God, this is brilliant because for the first time after a long time, you are going to feel like you have a full control over your life. I'm not saying that you didn't have a full control over your life, but you will see exactly what I mean. I'm talking about a very specific aspect that was making you feel very negative and very sad. You are my gorgeous Virgolini. You think a lot. You're very deep. You're very spiritual. You're very psychic. There is so much on your mind all the time. But if something doesn't kind of work, it's something is making you feel sad and negative. You're Virgolini, so it's very difficult for you to kind of reflect on other things without having elements of this thing that you're worried about, within at the same time. So my point is that you're very deep. You're very open-minded. You're very spiritual. You can feel vibrations. You can feel the energies from a completely different angle, and that sometimes, I'm not saying it can work against you, but sometimes it can kind of make you like a really kind of worry quite a lot. So it's to do with an aspect of your life that you were worrying so much. So this is why you're gonna feel like you are a really kind of you're going to feel like finally you're moving on. You're going to be able to move on with your life. But at the same time, it is kind of going to really make the certain situation that you find extremely challenging over the last 7 months and how to protect something that's yours, and things like that. This is about to bring you, it's going to help you to protect yourself in so many different ways. It's going to help you to protect what's yours. It's going to help you to understand that you are finally getting what you you deserve, my gorgeous Virgolini, in the best possible way, because you've been working really, really hard. And I'm telling you that the process was like slowed down. So now things are going to start looking up for you after this moment in time, my gorgeous Virgolini. Indeed, your passion, it's about to be ignited. And this is important because it's all about this motivation that you're going to feel, this creative spark which is about to return. And this is all going to point like towards a very, very energized potential. And you will know what this is because your passion, it's about to be ignited, and you are really going to find yourself like wanting to go for it, wanting to make a really, really big step in your life. Indeed, I like this so much. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, at around the beginning of this week, someone is really going to surprise you. Somebody who is in your life, somebody who means to you so much, somebody who is important to you. They are gonna come up to you and they're gonna surprise you. Like they're gonna, like, I don't know, it's like some kind of a trip or journey going to be involved. So someone is gonna surprise you, like they want to take you somewhere or they want to go somewhere with you, and you're gonna feel so good about it because it's almost like to do with a little bit of a break that you're gonna understand that you will have, which you deserve so much indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, you are suddenly, there is some kind of, my goodness, suddenly there is some kind of advice that you are going to have from someone that you're going to remember. Someone told you something. I know it sounds, someone told you something at some moment in time. Someone told you something within the last 3 or 4 months. Someone told you something like some kind of advice, something really, really wise, but you couldn't understand that at that moment in time whatsoever. Maybe you have even find this like really ludicrous, to be quite honest with you, but then it's coming from somebody who is extremely clever, extremely intelligent, and extremely powerful when it comes to things that they do in their lives. So you know this, you're aware of this, but the advice that they gave you just didn't make sense to you whatsoever. So at around the midweek, this advice is just suddenly, just completely out of the blue, it's going to come to you. You're going to find yourself feeling extremely creative. You will be doing something, you will be focusing on something, you're going to love what you're going to be doing. But suddenly, at that moment in time, through this creative flow, something is going to come to you because you become really psychic at the same time, and you are going to remember just out of the blue what that person told you within the last 3 or 4 months that didn't make sense, and now this is going to start making sense. You will know because of the situation that happened at the beginning of this week, you will be able to apply this onto your life right now. So this is brilliant, okay? This advice is going to now, it's going to start making sense completely, and even more so, it's going to make you so clever. I'm not saying you're not clever, but it's going to make you feel so sharp. You will see exactly what I mean, because you will be able to kind of like see the specific situation in your life from a completely different angle. So you will understand a different perspective, and that in itself is going to give you a courage to kind of make a readjustment in your life, to understand that the change is about to start. And right now, the change, the big baby change, the baby change, the baby change, the big change is about to start, and you will know before the big change starts, you need to make an adjustment. This adjustment is going to come in the form of you like really sacrificing something in your life. But what you're going to sacrifice, it's not even a sacrifice anymore, because it literally came to an end, and you're not going to be able to move on until you work on this aspect of your life. But you need to understand that you have to be bold, you have to be courageous, you need to put your foot down, and you need to be really decisive indeed. This in itself is going to motivate you even more. But let me tell you, you're going to motivate so many other people in your life, because a couple of days later you are going to have a clear direction here. You're going to feel extremely ambitious and extremely driven, and what you're going to be working on right now, what you're going to be facing, and what exactly you're going to feel extremely ambitious and driven, it's going to change your your life forever. It's going to make you extremely successful, but especially when it comes to you landing onto the stage of your life that is so important, that is so life-changing, but even more so within the next 10 months, your life is literally going to change. In particular, when it comes to things that you have, things that you live with on daily basis, your life is going to become so much more colorful, so much more meaningful, so much more powerful, because this is going to be a giant step towards the dream that you want to have, towards your destination where you want to get in life. Don't kind of cut things out of your life like because they may be difficult, or because it may be like too weird or too difficult, or it may be like too long to get where you want to get, or it's too much of a hard work. No, baby, no. You do you. You live your dream. You follow your path. You follow your path. You live your dream. You do those things that you feel extremely passionate about, and do never forget about the destination, what you want to achieve in life. Do you want to live in the middle of the forest? You know, gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. Do you want to live by the river, by the sea, or do you want to live in the mountains? Do you know what I mean? I'm just talking about the destination. Why do you think about it like it's a dream? You can make it happen. There is something big happening here, and this is going to bring you an ultimate happiness and achievement into your life. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, you're going to become aware of some little bastard here. Someone really sneaky. Someone is going to show their face at the end of the week, and they're going to be very, very sneaky. And I don't like this little sneaky person whatsoever. Little snaky in a grassy. It's going to become evident by the end of the week, and that in itself is going to play such a big role here, because by you becoming aware of this snaky in a grassy, someone very sneaky, indeed, and someone a little bit dishonest as well. That is going to be brilliant, because you know, that is, first of all, it's going to surprise you, it's going to shock you a little bit, but then at the same time you will know, you know what, somehow you're going to understand that this is the final push that you need to make. Somehow through that person there is some kind of really wise realization that you're going to have about your life. So it's not about them being sneaky and naughty and you finding out about it, but it's more about what you're going to understand about your life. I know it sounds crazy, but it's all going to be connected. Through that person you're going to understand exactly something very kind of special about your life, and that in itself, and even more so, it's going to make you aware of the actual final push, and you will know how to do it through that person. You see what I mean? So there is something like kind of like some kind of bizarre experience that person kind of, that came out of that, you know, that person that you kind of got out of, which is brilliant anyway. So it's only going to make you aware of how to do a final push, and somehow this person, the sneaking person, is going to be connected to that final push that you are going to need to make. You will know exactly what final push I'm talking about, because only a couple of days after that moment in time, you are going to you are going to kind of find yourself facing the whole new path, the whole new journey, some kind of a new project, new venture. It's gonna like become very, very attractive to you. Only a couple of days later, it's gonna start from the first moment you wake up in the morning, and something is gonna be on your mind, something that you're gonna feel so excited about, something that is gonna be speaking to you and talking to you from all sorts of directions. And within that day, later on, throughout the day, there are gonna be so many signs and indications that this is something that you should do. And pay attention to the numbers 224, 225, 337, and 777. Pay attention to these combinations of numbers at the same time, because these numbers are also going to be, if you see them on your time at around the end of the week, because these numbers are also going to be preparing you towards some kind of a new venture. It's part of all this is indeed some kind of a new venture, a new project that you're going to need to take on. You're evolving, you're growing, you're changing, so this is completely normal. Okay, and at the same time, my gorgeous Virgolini, when it comes to the end of this week, you know, you are when it comes to the end of this week, you know, I think that you're also going to, somebody very young, somebody unexperienced in your life need a little bit of your help. Somebody very gentle, somebody really unexperienced, maybe somebody who's a little bit younger, maybe somebody who hasn't got enough experience, you know, somebody like a younger soul or a younger spirit is being misled a little bit, and they need your help. You know something, you know the answer to this person being misled. So please, that person is is gonna make themselves known. They're gonna come through, they're gonna come forward. I think we are talking about somebody a little bit younger, okay, somebody within your family, or somebody who's like your friend, like maybe younger friend, but somebody's gonna come through forward, and they will tell you something at around the end of the week, and this is going to kind of, oh, that's really weird, they wouldn't normally say this, oh, that's strange, and then you will know that something is not right. So now you are really in between, it's you, you're in between that person who means to you so much, a younger person, and what they are like, kind of like a, maybe they're being misled towards something, that they're about to do something, but they shouldn't do this type of thing. Do you know what I mean? But you know this. So please do go forward and talk to that person. This is very, very important. You are going to be so grateful to you, to yourself, that you spoke to this person. So it's all about you talking, opening up, and seeing what the problem is, because you do indeed have a solution to this problem. And I think that you get on with this person so much. There is something to do with that person, that little person, like a younger person in your life, really looks up to you, you know, in so many different ways. So that's why they're going to listen to you and not somebody else. This sounds crazy, but it's important. This is going to get back to you in millions of ways. Later on, everybody is going to be kind of aware of like what was happening in that person's life and what exactly am I talking about right now. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, by the end of this week, especially when it comes to the 29th and the 30th of October, especially when it comes to the 29th and the 30th of October, you know, now you will realize, oh my God, what have I learned? That's amazing. What have I learned over the last year? Suddenly on the 29th and the 30th of October, it's going to be on your mind like something that you've learned, you know, not that long ago, something that you've learned, some kind of experience that you've been through, made you aware of some kind of a skill or something that you've learned not that long ago. It's going to be on your mind so much when it comes to the 29th and the 30th of October. And then you're going to realize what you've learned. It's going to make you feel extremely curious. It's going to make you feel like a really kind of like it's going to make you feel really curious, but at the same time it's going to make you feel like you want to investigate, you want to find out a little bit more. And this in itself, it's all to do with a new idea, and it's also to do with a fresh thinking. This is so important for you to take on, because now you this is an element that you need to bring in. So just remember, on the 29th and the 30th of October, something is going to be on your mind, something new that you've learned about yourself, about what you can do, and now it's time to apply this onto your life. This is going to really kind of like be like a new idea from a completely fresh thinking that you're going to have, but it's also like going to be one of the brightest things that you could possibly do at this moment in your life, because this is all going to lead towards one of the greatest and biggest like opportunities you've ever had. My gorgeous Virgolini, please just do not ignore when this comes to your mind. Do not ignore this whatsoever, because this is literally going to change your life, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Mwah.